everybody, it's Mr. Surface. I just wanted to briefly go over the first TDA that everyone did. There are some high grades, some low grades. I was pleased overall with what I saw, and this is going to help y'all to focus even better. So I'm going to use one student example. The student chose the B option. They had to make sure that they address the prompt and try and attempt to have topic sentences, context, quotations, and explanations. And they have to make sure they address the prompt. They had to highlight one line of dialogue, and they had to circle a passive sentence in their essay and then illustrate. The student did some cool stuff with the illustrations. They provide a title that connects back to the prompt. The word medicine was in there, and tradition, even though that wasn't in the prompt, it goes along with what made the symbols in the story important. So I was pleased to see this inventive title. Always include a title. The symbol of the medicine bag reminded the grandfather of the tradition of his family to pass along the medicine bag, right? It might be a little bit, there's a few mistakes here, and it's a little bit repetitive, but it answers the question. Text-dependent analyses, or TDAs, you get points for style, but you also, that's not the point. The real point of it is to show that you can analyze and that you can answer the prompt thoroughly and clearly. So they do begin by answering the prompt right away, which is very much appreciated. There's no indent here in this paragraph, so there's no clear thesis or topic sentence that that would flow from the thesis, but there is a lot of good stuff going on. Let's read here. The medicine bag has a long history of which contains items that got passed down. Grandfather realizes that it's time for the oldest male child to receive it. So then grandfather told them being the family, I would be more specific here, told them, specifically, Mom and Martin, etc. It was Martin's turn that even though he didn't have an Indian name, the medicine bag will represent his Indian culture. I like that quite a bit. So maybe this is the end of the first paragraph? I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. The tea kettle's going. A little late afternoon tea or coffee for me. Yes, please. Sorry for the wait. All right. So, not sure. So we get a little bit of context here that Martin was afraid that his friends will make fun of him. Part of me thinks that that's context, and what might go up there would be something like Martin valued the medicine bag's symbolic meaning, period. And then Martin was afraid his friends would make fun of him, but eventually comes to value the symbol as much as his grandfather did. That would be more of the line of thinking I would like to see in an essay. But of course, this is our first TDA of the year, and I just want to quickly just breeze through it and give some pointers. I love that they have two quotes back to back. We can even just get rid of this phrase, for example. It's clear it's an example because it's in quotation marks. I could never wear it, I almost said aloud. Another example. If they like, they could get rid of that and just put ... an ellipsis it's called. Get rid of this phrase, another example. Get rid of that. It said, I thought of having my friends see it in gym class at the swimming pool and could imagine the smart things they would say. This definitely proves the context that he was afraid that his friends would make fun of him. Is that answering the prompt? No, it's not answering the prompt. So they do have quotes, but it would be good if these quotes just functioned as context and this paragraph were aiming at something that was more directly related to the prompt, which is asking about the importance of symbols. They then have a circled passive sentence, or part of it is circled. The importance of the medicine bag was shown by Martin, right? That word was shows that we probably could have put Martin right at the beginning. Martin showed the importance, right? But instead, they had a passive sentence. They circled it. That was great. Grandfather told him that there was no need for him to wear the medicine bag around his neck. For example, it would not be right to wear it in this time and place where no one will understand. Another example, I'll put it safely away until you're again on the reservation. Wear it then when you replace the sacred sage. In conclusion, Martin understands that he had to get the medicine bag. Why is the medicine bag important? I think there's a little more to say there. And I've got some great pointers. Then we can look to our notes this week, and I know maybe we can use a this noun verb followed by a conditional sentence following these double quotations, which are very smart. But I think we can use those sentence starters to great effect here, and also make sure that we have some clear topic sentences too. I stood alone on the lonely prairie of the reservation and put the sacred sage in my medicine bag. Another example. Thank you, Grandpa, I said softly, and left with the bag in my hands. A lot of great quotes. What we're missing a little bit of is the explanation. So the explanation is something that we'll really focus on more. This is all I'm going over for now. I love their illustrations. Here's the medicine bag here. Here's the grandfather. There's a breakdown video about the symbolism of his hat. There's the boots. And I love this original art here. This is the reservation. So there's a lot to work with here. This is a fine first draft. We just organize it a little bit better, maybe use the quotes. Students are given limited time, so it's quite understandable. So thank you so much.